Welcome back to this Microshare video. We are looking now at C3A, the COVID Cleaning Capacity Assessment. And in parts 1 and 2, we looked at the problem of commercial cleaning during this COVID period. We looked at occupancy monitoring as the potential solution to some of these problems. And now we're going to look at what kind of traction you can get once you get the data. I know a lot of people get a little scared when they hear they're going to be inundated with data. It needs to be actionable. It needs to be useful. Tom, tell us about the traction. How is this implemented and how does it make a difference?
Sure, Mike. So this is one of these opportunities that we have now where we have data and we move from insights to action. And we're actually in the midst of putting this to action right now with some of the largest players in the facility management business. Traction really means reconfiguring the way that the workflow at the custodian level ends up being implemented. So we work with them and the site managers to be able to stratify the utilization data and blend that information into the way that the routes that the custodians are working. And we do that by using utilization data to influence that. It also doesn't just relate to the routes, it relates to shifts. And Mike, you had mentioned earlier where, historically much of the cleaning work was done in the evening. That's actually shifting fairly dramatically because people are finding that it's important to be able to have cleaning staff on site during the day to aid in making sure that the high touch locations and high density locations and high frequency use areas like restrooms are cleaned more frequently. So all of that factors into thinking about how to realign the way the resources are used and at what time during the day and evening they're used.
So Tom, this sounds like a complex, logistically challenging situation. Is it hard to deploy and is it costly?
So the deployment aspect of this in terms of sensors is quite straightforward. It takes a little bit of time to work with the floor plans in order to be able to deploy the sensors. And it does take some effort because this has never been done, or there's only if there's a handful of people in the world doing this right now, there's not many. But the implementation side of deployment, really what that requires is a healthy attitude on the part of the partners that we work with and their staff in terms of understanding some of the nuances that are required around this, because we're fundamentally influencing the way that work gets done. So I think of it as exciting. If someone is rigid about the way that they think about their work, they're going to have trouble with this. We're looking to work with partners that really see this as an opportunity to make a difference in terms of the quality of work that their employees have an opportunity to do, and those employees want to do a good job for their customers. And this allows them to be cleaning spaces that matter most. And that's good for the employees and it's good for the customer.
Well, Tom, I know we have a white paper on the site right now that goes into some depth on this. How would someone who was interested get in touch with you and get in touch with Microshare?
Sure. Well, so they can visit the website and they can have the opportunity to download the white paper and access our assessment. When they access the assessment, that gives them the opportunity to provide that data to us, and if they then will respond to that, and usually that will come out with from an email from me that has an opportunity to schedule a time to review that assessment. And we've purposely tried to make the assessment easy for folks to fill out, and because we don't want to have people have to take a lot of time to do that, but we do need to ask some more questions in order to do a good job completing the assessment so that it's relevant for them. So we encourage people to fill out the survey and then respond to the email that we send in, schedule a few minutes to try to get some more details so that we can provide them with a full assessment.
Tom, I want to thank you very much. That was Tom Jackson, who is our COO and the Director of Strategy at Microshare, and also the man behind the C3A process, the COVID Cleaning Capacity Assessment. If you go to Microshare's website and look under what we do, Smart Facilities Solutions, you'll see data-driven commercial cleaning. And there you'll find the white paper we just discussed. You can reach out to us at www.microshare.io. And I thank you for watching this series. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, I suggest you go back and take a look. But for now, thanks again, Tom.
Sure, Mike.
And on behalf of all my colleagues at Microshare, that's it. Bye now.